and welcome to my journey. This is, since we're starting the new frugalness, this is Frugal Quest number 1. I am on a quest. Did he put? Yeah, he put gas in. David's having to drive my car to work because he's waiting on a part for his truck, and his car's in the shop because he don't have time to do everything. And they haven't even called him about his car. They're supposed to call him and tell him what's wrong with it before they fix it. They haven't even called him yet. So anyway, he's been driving my car to work. I was looking to make sure he put gas in because he uses a good bit of gas going back and forth where he works. But I'm going to the thrift stores. I'm starting with Wanda. I'm not going thrifting for fun. I'm going thrifting with a purpose. I need some containers, preferably glass jars, to store some things in. And I have some small ones. See what I've done, and I did this a few weeks ago in preparation for the canning season. I have a lot of things that I store in canning jars. And so I started saving my glass jars from like spaghetti sauce and just, you know, whatnots to store my food in, so I would have a canning jar for canning. Well, hold on a minute. Oh, the Windstream people, the internet people. And so I want to try to find, I don't want to use up canning jars for things if I don't have to, but I need some bigger jars, like for something I'm going to make today. And I want to go to the thrift store, so I'm going to Wanda's first because she has different glass bottles and jars and things, just odd little old-timey jars and stuff, you know. But I want some of a bigger size. I don't have my Tupperware canisters, stuff I used to store these things in, you know, the Tupperware. Like I had the yellow way back in the day, and then later on I got some of the cranberry, but I don't have those anymore. So over the years I'm like, well, I'm gonna store this in something else, so I get rid of them. And then, you know, 15 years down the road, you're like, sure wish I had that. So that is my quest. And I told David, I said, I'm gonna go, since I'll be in Concord, to Wanda's. I'm gonna go ahead and go to BJ's to save gas instead of going around to thrift stores and then, oh, okay, tomorrow I'll go to BJ's. No, I'm gonna make use of the gas going to where I'm going to combine my errands. They've got their Ziploc bags. It's the Berkeley and Jensen brand. They're $8.99 for like, oh my gosh, way over 100 and $1 off. So I want to get those before the coupon expires, because those will last us forever. Because what I'm paying now, because my favorite is the hefty Ziplocs. I'm going to use what I will be fine with. You don't always have to use the best of what you like. You can use what will do the job. And regular zip that you pinch together will do the job just fine. And the Berkeley and Jensen brand will do the job just fine. Now what I do is I do pay for the freezer bags. You get less freezer bags than you do storage bags, but I don't buy storage and freezer. I just buy all freezer. That way, no matter what size, if there's something I need to freeze, I know I've got that little extra layer of protection, of thickness. And it doesn't matter if you're storing other stuff that you don't freeze in a freezer bag. So I just pay for a few less, but I still save money because I'm not buying 2 of each kind. So that's how I do that. But I wanted to get that, and I was going out the door, and David said, well, look and see if there's anything else we need, because we were looking this morning at his percentages, that what he'll get paid when he's out on short-term disability, and it's good. Obviously, it's not his paycheck by any stretch of the imagination, but it's good. And we're trying to figure out how much will be taken out with all his taxes and 401k, and which he had dropped it back, so that's not really a big deal. And all his insurances and stuff like that. But we were trying to figure out how much that would take out of the weekly check, because that's a pretty big chunk. But his taxes will go way down, because what he's paying on his net, his gross pay. That my eyes are rolling around. So on his gross pay of disability, his taxes will go way down, so there won't be nowhere near as big of a weekly deduction. So that's good. But there's going to be we're definitely going to have to watch our ways. And we were talking about it. I told him, I said, now my ladies is telling you, I'm going to stop there, I'll look at you a minute. My ladies is telling you, you better get that done sooner than later, because you're going to make it worse. He said, I know. And here's another thing he's worried about. He was telling me again today, and I have to just keep reassuring him. He says, I'm just worried about what I'm going to have when I get through. I said, what? Even if it's not as usable, he's afraid it's going to be like stiff and he can't use it. I said, you can't use it now and you're in pain. So what you'll have, you'll be able to use it without pain, and you can get used to, however it is, you can get used to working with it, because you're doing it now, but you're having excruciating pain. I know. So he's worried about everything. He's my worrier. He worries. He contemplates, and if he's got something on his mind, he won't sleep. He cannot sleep. He sits in his truck at night and he thinks, because he don't listen to the CB, because he said it's just a bunch of whiny, he don't like to hear them. He just don't. So he don't listen to the CB. He'll listen to talk radio, but his wheels turn. That's what we call it. His wheels turn all the way to Atlanta and all the way back. He'll get home. He said, well, I was thinking. I said, I know you was. But anyway, I'm on a quest today to find food storage containers, hopefully glass, and because I need some of a bigger size, and BJ's. But that's what I was telling you. He said, well, look and see if there's anything else we need. I said, well, I'm gonna tell you what. I said, I was looking at, because I'm just about, I use the Gain Flings for my laundry. He uses the Persil, which they discontinued Whisk several years ago, well, quite many years ago. And I did some research and found out that Persil is Whisk, because he said Whisk is the only thing that got the grease out of his clothes. And even though he doesn't work in grease, he works around grease at work, and he's always tracked it in on his shoes, getting it on his arm and slinging it on his clothes, and so he's in grease somewhere all the time. So he won't change his, but I told him, I said, I'm changing mine, because I was looking it up, and for a box that has like, I think it's 3 or 4 packs in it, it was like 152 flings for $30. No, ma'am. No, I'm not paying that just for that scent. I can do with a lot less for my clothes and for the towels in the kitchen. What I use for my clothes is what I also use for all the rest of the laundry in the house. Towels and wash rags, all that kind of stuff. And he just uses his Persil just for his laundry. So I told him, I said, I'm gonna look and see if they've got a coupon going for maybe the Berkeley and Jensen brand or something. I'm gonna look at that. That's what I like about BJ's, is they give you coupons and discount their products, and you can take outside coupons in to double up with it. I just don't happen to have any outside coupons, but I I'm not doing gain. But he said, look, if there's anything else we need, that to me is a sign that he's preparing. That's the best sign that I've had so far, is he wanted me to see if there's anything I could stock up on that would spend now and save us later. So that's a very good sign, and that makes me happy. And he did say, he said, well, we get the garden done and everything, maybe come this fall and get everything settled in. So I'm thinking maybe this fall he's actually going to do it. I tried to tell him today to call and get a doctor's appointment, because like somebody said, it's the truth, it could be a couple months before he can even get in, because you know how it is these days. But I hadn't got him to do that this morning. He went back in yonder when I was leaving, so I'll work on that another day. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here, and I thought, well, if I'm going to go out on a mission, I should bring y'all along, because this is part of the frugal lifestyle. So there you have it. All right, I'm going to head to Wanda's. Okay, so I'm on my way back from BJ's. I got 2 more packs of thighs. Okay, so apparently it was marked wrong. It said wings $1.29 a pound. And there was no sign for the thighs. There was a sign to something. And I'm like, well, that sounded reasonable. I would go ahead and get a pack. And then you saw I got home, and the thighs were $1.39 a pound. I told David, I said, I should have got them wings. I said, but I was looking how they were divided, thinking, well, that's not enough for one meal. Not thinking to myself, you can use more than one pack, right? So he said, well, that's worth the trip back over there, because it said wings $1.29 a pound. Well, I went back today, just now, and wings were $2.89 a pound. So they had either a wrong sign, but the wings were priced properly, or they had the sign and the wings were priced wrong, and I missed out. It was rearranged when I got there. There were more thighs put up there, and the wings were rearranged, and the signs were fixed. There was now a $1.39 sign up there for the thighs. So I did not get wings. Oh, that was the State Patrol sitting right there in the middle. He tried to get somebody. I was talking to y'all. I didn't see him till I got right up on him. If I was speeding, I'd have been caught. There's too much traffic. I can't be speeding. So I just thought I'd come on and tell you, when I get home, I'm first of all gonna make me a cup of coffee. Yes, I've been out and about doing my thing, and then I'm going to write up. I'm gonna show you my haul from BJ's. I'll show you what I got at Wanda's. I didn't go to any other thrift stores. I got what I think I need for now anyway at Wanda's, and I'm gonna write up my unit prices for the items I bought, because I looked on the Walmart app, and then some things I checked Sam's, and if it was a better price and it was something I knew we would use, I got it. If it was something like we don't use enough of them to stock up on such a big package, I didn't get it, because I figured, we just get along. But I think I got some good deals today, and I'm happy with my purchases. So that's what I'm gonna do when I get home. Get everything wrote up for you, because I want to let you know how my stock up went and how the prices are. So I will see you back at the house for BJ's or Wanda's. One or the other. I don't know which one. We'll probably start with Wanda's. We're starting with Wanda's. I got some food containers. They're not beautiful. They're not matching. They're not new, but they will suffice. This I know is Rubbermaid, because I can tell by the way it's made, and it was from Quaker. This was, I think, it was $3, but that'll hold something good. And these I know were $1 a piece, and the lids closed really good, so I got both of those. This was expensive. This was $3, but I use these in my cabinet over here. They're nice and tall, and so I splurged and got that. And then this, it even still has the paper on it. Y'all remember these things? That's a good closed lid. So I got, I think it was $2. Oh no, it was only $1. And I got this pan. It's Townhouse. Y'all remember the Townhouse brand? I don't know if I can you see it? There it is, Townhouse. West bin, $3.95. It's good and heavy. I needed a smaller pot for like heating up corn and different things like that. And speaking of corn, the metal is discolored, but I don't think that hurts anything because the teeth are still there. You put it, this was $1 and it was in its original box. You set it across, you see, oh, I forget I'm holding. You see this and that? Okay, I guess it just has it on the one. No, there's one on that side and one on that side. Huh. I guess one's for milk. This might be for milk in it. And this might be for, I'll have to look at it. I'll have to look at the back of the box. It should probably tell you. But that's for resting on the pot. So if it's upside down, that rests on, like this right here. You get a bigger pot that you're working with, and that rests on there, and you hold this, and then you just slide your corn down it. So I thought that might be of good help. And then these canning jars, they were down in the basement. They're dirty. Oh, Lord have mercy, they're dirty. But she told me we was up there talking, and she told me she had some. She thought she had more than this, and I was going to take them. But this is $35. And 50 cents a piece. 50 cents a piece. And some of them is the old Duke's mayonnaise jar. Good, heavy glass. Listen, they canned the mayonnaise before they sold it, so it was a canning jar from the get-go. My mama canned in mayonnaise jars. I canned in mayonnaise jars, and I will continue to can in mayonnaise jars. So, there you go. 50 cents a piece is a sight cheaper than the Walmarts or anywhere else for that matter. So, that is all of Wanda's. Next up, you'll see BJ's, but I'm going to go back here, have my coffee, and figure out my numbers first. Okay, here's my BJ's, and I have my little book of calculations, and the first thing I noticed when I turned this around, I picked the wrong one up. They have the regular, and they have the platinum. The platinum's one we like. But I will use this. We like platinum for the dishes. I don't know the difference, but we like it. This will be refill for David when he takes a shower. After he's been working out in the garage, he takes and washes the grease off with Dawn. Also, if he gets clothes, some grease stains that will come out, Dawn will get it out. So for the Dawn, I paid $11.99 for 90 ounces, and that's 13 cents. Yeah, 13 cents. I'm like, wait a minute, 13 cents per ounce. And then the Stretch Tight, my goodness, this was a bargain. This was $13.99. Works out to be 1 cent a square foot. There's 1,000 square feet. When I looked up at Walmart, one of these at Walmart was $14 and some change. I got both of these for $13.99. So you better know I snatched this up. This is one of those things I don't skimp on. This is my favorite cling wrap, and this is the one I will continue to buy. And it lasts forever. This will last me, oh my gosh, probably 2 years at least. I'm guessing, because it'd probably be more than that, because I don't even remember what year it was when I bought the one that I'm working on now. So, but this is my favorite so far. And then I got, I forgot to figure that up. I got another one of these just to have on hand. It was $7.99. And then, look what I found. They don't always have these. I forgot to put them on there too. I just missed them. Well, I know it was $8.29, and I look, and that's for 40 packs. Each of them is a 20 pack, and so the 10 pack at Walmart is $4 and some change. So times that times 4, and that's half price for getting this big one. And you know this is my favorite anyway, so there you go. And then back here are the freezer bags. This is the main thing I went for. The sandwich bags, they had a $1 coupon off on these, so I got them for $7.99. And the sandwich bags work out to be 1 cent each. The freezer gallon bags are 5 cents each, and the freezer quart bags are 4 cents each. And those are going to last forever because I'm putting the kibosh on the usage. And there will be reusage. Now, let's look here for our trash bags. Here's another place I will not skimp on my trash bags.
They must be Glad Force Flex. They just have to be. And I like the big ones, not the little kitchen can size, because that's all that fits. You can't get anything piled up in it any higher. It's you use more of them when they're small and fit the can than you do this one when it's big enough to pull up and keep cramming more stuff in it. So they might cost more to begin with, but they get more in them. Anyway, this is my favorite Glad Force Flex, the big. This is a 30-gallon. I've had them more than that before, but these work out to be, I paid $23.99, and they're 30 cents each. And the 40 pack, I remember calculating it. If I bought 2 of the 40 packs at Walmart's, they were going to be $27. So I went ahead and got this because that was a savings. And I never buy them toilet paper there. I always buy the Angel Soft lavender scented, because you know that's my favorite. And I'm like, well, they had a $2 coupon off on this. There's 32 rolls. This work, it's like the Charmin Strong, Ultra Strong. It works out to be, I paid $17.99 for it, and each roll is 56 cents. And then, I think I've already told you I wasn't spending $29.99 on those gang flings. I'm just not doing it. It's just not worth it. So I looked at all the laundry detergent. This is the powder, so I'm going old school with it. It makes 250 loads. It was $24.99. That's 10 cents a load. 10 cents a load. I can deal with it. So that was all I got at BJ's. Now let me show you. I stopped by the bread store before I come home, and I was lucky they had David's bread, so I got 2 of those. They were $2.19, and they're like over $3.50 at Walmart's. And these are just Wonder White bread. I just got them for myself because they were $1.29. I don't care if they're diet, simply filling, whatever. $1.29, I'm saving money. And they're the small loaf, so I got them. And then she had to go in the back and get these because I told her, I said, oh, I sure was wanting some barbecue bread. She goes, hold on a minute. She come back, she says, I got 2. I said, I'll take them. Look, and these were like $2 a piece, but these are worth it. We grew up on these. It just pulls apart. You see them? They pull apart, and they're thick and soft like Wonder Bread is. And you put butter on them, and you put them in the oven or in your like toaster oven, and toast them. Oh my gosh, it's so good. What I'm gonna do instead of what I've been doing, just putting the whole thing in the freezer. When I pull it out, then we have to eat it within so many days because I don't want it to go stale because it's too good to waste. I'm gonna count how many pieces there are, and I'm gonna separate them like maybe 4 and 4 and 4, and wrap them in plastic wrap, put them back in the bag, and then pop that in the freezer. Here's the thing about the freezer. I got this for the freezer, all this. This was $11 for these 4 loaves of bread. That's the savings. And they're fresh. They're not old. Look, that's May 14th. So, no, they're not old. I didn't realize I was going to get so much chicken thighs. Now I don't know where I'm going to cram my bread in at because my freezer is full. I told David we're going to have to get another one for vegetables. So I don't know. I don't know what. But anyway, these are all my purchases today. I think I made a good productive day out of it. And I'll show you our supper after a while. So I told you I'd show you our supper. We're having navy beans and fried okra. That was half a bag. The Pick Sweet breaded okra, I had half a bag, and I fried it. I deep fried it. Yes, I did. It's just not good in the oven. And then we're also having a half a chicken that I cooked in a crock pot, but I am not feeling chickeny, so I'm just going to leave that for David. And I'm going to have beans and okra. So that's our frugal meal tonight. When I get my garden okra, it'll be even more cheaper. So, all right, I'm not even going to turn this camera around. I'm just going to tell you right now. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And guess what? I'll see you when I see you.